Hello, hello, hello everyone. Uncle Salty here with Electrify Your Yard. What is today? April 22nd, 2025. Still gearing up for spring here in Colorado. We are probably about 22 to 25 days away from really planting outside just because of the weather overnight. And so tomato plants, they don't like the weather at night getting lower than 50 degrees. But what's happening now, I started these on March 12th, and there's a video that I have of the grow light setup that I have in the basement. So I started these on the 12th. They've been in for 41 days under grow lights. I'm out here in my garage now. I'm gonna transplant them because, as you can see, maybe from the video, you can probably tell. I'll hold them up as I do it, but we have some dead leaves down here. This one we have turning purple, turning yellow. Looks like a little maybe nitrogen deficiency perhaps, but I just think it's a smaller container. So there's 10 here, and so I'm not growing strawberries. I know the camera shows this. These are containers I've had for actually probably about 3 years now. I tried to do strawberries, anyway, it didn't work out. These are great containers. So now I'm gonna transplant these into the bigger containers, and then from here into my raised tomato beds. Now when I started these are called Moskvich, and then I have 4 Romas. And so the Moskvich, they're gonna be probably a little bit bigger than a baseball size, and that's the perfect size I like. I'm not a big heirloom tomato kind of a guy. I grew some last year. I'm not gonna grow them this year. I know they can get really, really huge. I also like cherry tomatoes. Still thinking about doing cherry tomatoes, but if I do, I'm gonna buy one, and then I'm probably gonna buy maybe 1 or 2 tomato plants from one of the local growers here. I haven't decided yet. And that'll be a good experiment too, to see how that grows versus the ones I started myself, because I know the ones I start myself are gonna do the best. So this right here, this is Alaska fish plant food. Lots of YouTubers I've seen love this stuff. I like it too. It's a liquid form. It's got a 5-1-1, so nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So 5% nitrogen, 1% phosphorus, 1% potassium. Nitrogen for the leaves, the phosphorus for the root development, and then potassium for the stress resistance. So again, you don't want to plant these outside until the nighttime temperatures get to above 50 degrees. Now I almost had 100% germination rate, and I will say I did get these seeds from Ace, which is super close here. It's probably about 3/4 of a mile. These are aluminum, even though it looks like copper. These are aluminum Iena coils, and I had these in each one. I've taken them out because I'm transplanting. Unscientific at this point. I don't know if these had anything to do with that, the germination rate, because these were in there. But the seeds at Ace, they do get a good brand of seeds. All right. By the way, these Iena coils, you can get these molds to make these online. This is just plastic. You can make different sizes. So I just wanted to show you all that. Okay. Transplanting tomato plants. So for me, when I'm gonna transplant them outside, I'm gonna bury this thing till there's only about maybe 4 inches or 6 inches or so showing. And that's what I've done here. I put this thing down, way down in the bottom, and you can kind of see, this is a big one. So the biggest one I have is 10 inches, and the other one, the smaller ones here, the Romas, are 7 inches tall. That's after 41 days. So I'm gonna put this inside here, and I'll be able to bury it up to about here. So I'm gonna get closer, because wow, this has a lot. Let me get these. See, it's not like in this small container. I already did this one right before I started the camera, and the root ball on here is just, it's immense. Okay, let me get this out of here. So I'm gonna come closer. Tomato plants are unique because they grow roots out from their stem. So all these little fuzzies down here, up here, I cut off some of the limbs here, they'll start growing roots out here. And so what that does, it really makes this tomato plant have a really, really strong root system. And the root system will help it bring in more water, more nutrient uptake, and it'll be a stronger plant altogether. So I'm gonna take that, and I don't even have to trim anything off this one, because it'll probably go up to about here, so I'm gonna keep that top the way it is. As far as soil, I know it's in the shot, but I really like this. I have a video, I didn't post it because I'm not going to because it didn't work out. So I use this soil and I use some soil that I made. However, the germination rate with this stuff versus what I made was rather a big difference. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with a blend like this. So this is back to the roots, and this bag was $6.50 just the other day at Target. I was like, wow, $6.50. So I had to pick me up some. So I'm just gonna use this straight blend. Super good blend, wanted to point it out. They're not a sponsor or anything. I can't figure out how big this container is because it's not written on here. So I can't tell you how big it is. You kind of get an idea. All right, so we're gonna take this. Now, when you're doing it, you can see like the roots are already starting to come out the bottom. So I'm just gently gonna do this. And then I'm gently just gonna tell the tomato plant, even though people think I'm weird, I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna put you in this other container. It's bigger, and you're gonna do way, way better in this bigger container, because I know you just want to expand. So just hang in there. I'm just gonna squeeze you, and then just gently go around in a circle and squeeze from top to bottom, twist it, squeeze from top to bottom, just very gently. This part, take your time, because you don't want to start ripping the roots and things, because plants do feel pain. And so I just wanted to be really, really nice for him to come out of here. Now I haven't put any soil in the bottom, but I'm only going to put about 2 inches of soil in the bottom here of the strawberry container. So I can kind of feel where it's a little tight, loosening up. So I just wanted to pop out of here in just one big mold. Now, just gonna take a little soil here. Maybe like 2 inches. Okay, pop this out. Trying not to be in the shot. So what you do, take your 2 fingers here, put it around the plant here, gently turn it upside down, actually over the soil so you don't make a mess. Okay, here we go. Nice root ball. Man, this thing is screaming to go into a bigger container. We're just gonna gently set this in here. I'm just going to tilt it so you guys can see. And just gently set it in there. 2 inches of soil on the bottom. Let me maneuver it because I kind of want it to be like in the middle once I put the soil in. But it's huge already. So 41 days under grow lights. I'm not going to use any fertilizer for a while, just because I know this is really good soil here, because I don't want to over fertilize. So I just fertilized this just about 5 days ago with that Alaskan fish fertilizer I was showing you. Evenly put it around. I'm gonna come up to about 2 inches from the top because I need room to water. Because I don't have a reservoir or anything at the bottom, so. I'm gently gonna push it down. Just a little bit deeper. Right, buddy? Hang in there, you're doing good. Almost got you. Always talk to your plants. Don't go out into your garden when you're angry. Start yelling at them. They'll die. Trust me, they've done experiments. These plants are totally alive. The nervous system, they feel pain. Oh. So I made room out my greenhouse because with all these containers, it's a big, huge space that I literally do not have downstairs now with this. Put in just a little more. Like I said, I want room to put water on top so it's not all running everywhere. There we go. Boom. Done. Put it in the greenhouse, and it's got a lot of room to grow. All right, everyone. Uncle Salty, thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.